The following is a presentation of Jersey Sports Zone. Last time on Season on the Brink.
What is the name of that wolf?
Red wolf?
Oh, it's the North American brush wolf.
Our coaches pride ourselves on working every single play 100%. So we pass that tradition down onto our younger players.
Get again, good. Tight clamp. Good. Tight clamp on that ball carrier. Tight clamp on that ball carrier. Let's go.
You know, we're the only guy on the team that's got to be perfect 100% of the time, and I love being a part of that and just helping my team out on specials.
Get on, man. Finish now, man. Oh, man. Come on, man.
So in a unity session for anybody that's new, what we like to do is I'm going to ask you guys a question, and we're going to take answers from 3 freshmen, 3 sophomores, 3 juniors, 3 seniors. Some of the questions are kind of funny, some of the questions are kind of serious. I want you to describe this team, your team, in one word. And then I want you to explain why.
Pride and football go hand in hand. On the field, to be successful, you can't have one without the other. However, at Notre Dame, the experience goes beyond the gridiron and translates to a player being more successful in life rather than athletics. The Irish have had a strong hold on Mercer County for some time, and you don't beat teams by margins of 20+ without making a few enemies. While it's the game most teams circle once the schedule is out, this tight-knit community is aware of the connotation and embraces its legacy.
Prince was a captain here for us and a captain in college. And he's back coaching with us. And Coach Tharp was a captain here as well. And he's back. Coach Pekoven over there won the state championship here as a quarterback in 1989. Just don't tell anybody that I told him he was here in 1989. I just told my man here that you won the state championship in 1989. Oh, actually, I said 1999.
1999? That'd be nice.
That's what it is. It's about, watching them. It's about now going to weddings. But now, guy calls me the other day, he's expecting his first child. And it's just that relationship you get to have with the players.
Just want to tell you that West is focusing on nothing but us. They think they're the best team in the area. Their coach is telling folks they're the best team in the area. You know what? They won 8 games last year. They got the best player in the county returning. So that is going to be a challenge for us that we are going to rise to. We are going to overcome and adapt.
It's really an honor playing here. The brotherhood that we have here you can't find it anywhere else. Kids who transfer in even say it, like first week that they're here, that it's a whole new game playing at Notre Dame. Nothing like anything else around here.
Nasty. As in, we're good, and some of you don't wash your jersey.
Versatile.
Yeah. Because we got so many guys that can do multiple things on the field.
Go ahead, Joseph. What do you got, baby?
I'm going to say competitive because we're all very competitive with each other and always trying to beat each other out for something.
What'd you say?
Why are we adapting? Why?
Because we adapted easily to the coronavirus situation.
All right.
It's hard to ignore the challenges currently plaguing our country, starting with COVID-19. The pandemic has shut down athletics across the nation, but the Notre Dame community won't take no for an answer. Despite having to go through numerous protocols, the Irish will do whatever necessary to get student athletes on the field Fridays and Saturdays.
It's kind of our flagship program historically, and we've over 100 kids in the program. You know, what's amazing is how hard everybody's working, and they're all doing it with a smile on their face because they're thrilled to be here. So
Socially distant, socially distant, socially distant. Stay spread out on the sideline. Stay spread out on the sideline. Water bottles will be put on a table, and every student will have their own water bottle with their own name on it.
Sorry, Coach.
Gotta be careful.
to be able to provide our kids the opportunity not only to come back to school, you know, but to play ball as well is, you know, it's really gratifying.
We do a parent meeting, as I was saying. Usually our parent meeting is a jersey ceremony, and we have a meal with it, but we can't be inside with the COVID restrictions, so do the next best thing.
Why is that so important for Notre Dame to do it that way?
Oh, because we want all the kids to know that they're an integral, vital part of what we're doing. And it's all part about building the community and building the brotherhood. And we like to get the parents involved in a positive way. I've always found in my time in education and in coaching that having a positive relationship with the parents, because they really, we all want the same thing, what's best for the kids.
The world of North Jersey non-public football isn't for everyone, yet some were made for it. 2 new names will be on the Crusaders program this year, and the similarities they share are striking. Meet Dominic Brogna and Jaden Bellamy. Both players are juniors who previously played at non-public programs in the Shore Conference, at Bergen Catholic and St. John Vianney, respectively. Both earned first-team all-conference honors from the area's coaches last year. Their talent is undeniable, and they'll both be starting on offense and defense for the Crusaders when Week 1 rolls around.
Behind it was really my friend Jaden Gould, the other corner, and Taiwan Malone, defensive tackle, defensive end. He was basically telling me that I should make the move to Bergen because they already knew I could compete at the Shore, so they wanted to see if I could do it. They knew I could do it up here, so I just made the move early.
When I was thinking about the whole transfer, Jaden was one of the first people to text me. He already transferred a little bit earlier. He said, you know, it was a great program. He's already been here for a little bit.
Not only is it difficult to get the opportunity to play at BC, it's even harder to come in as a transfer.
Yeah, I have to say, we're not a huge transfer outlet, and I really, to be honest, we really don't look to pursue transfers, and we actually try and deter kids from doing it. We have a leadership council on our team, and we always decide amongst the guys if we want to have anybody come into the program. And there's been many guys that have looked into it, and we've kind of said that it's probably not the best environment for people to come in and transfer, but they have been unbelievable fits and unbelievable guys that have added to the value to our football team. So couldn't be happier to have them, and they're doing everything we ask them to do.
You gonna watch this?
Oh my God! Oh, it's Bella.
Oh,
oh my God! 5-star.
Go, go, Skinny J, run. Good job. Set.
Oh, this fucking Polish are holding.
The first practice, as soon as I came up, I noticed, I saw everything, and I had to get stepping real fast. The intensity is completely different, and I know they have me starting both ways, so I got a lot of conditioning over the whole break and everything. But yeah, different breed.
But this whole offseason has been fun, competing with the receivers and going against the offense. It's been very different from SJV and just being at the Shore because it really wasn't as it was up here. So,
outside of the football adjustments, there's also the odyssey it takes to get to campus. Many players on this team come from outside Bergen County to play. Bellamy and Brogna are no different. They trek from both Freehold as well as the heart of Ocean County.
It's very different because when I was at my other school, it was just a 30-minute drive, but now it's just an hour, 10 minutes, maybe plus traffic. So it's very different from getting up here.
And first of all, I live down in Toms River, so, you know, I have to commute a little bit. Got to get up to a bus halfway and then drive the other half. But the commute is definitely worth it.
Memories were made at their old stomping grounds, and more are coming starting October 3rd.
We both went against each other, so we were just talking about the shore and all that. And when I asked him about how we made the move and how everyone felt, because when I left, everyone they already knew that I was kind of gonna leave, but they already knew because they're all my friends, and I made a whole bunch of memories with them, so it was all fun.
Oh yeah, well, first of all, I never hate on Donovan, a great school, but coming up here, this whole program, it's just like you said, it's a different breed. The whole intensity of the practice is different. The kids, they're all hyped to come to practice. They're ready, excited, ready to fly over the ball, and it's really just a different breed, and I'm excited to be up here.
He's smart. He's a good leader. He's very, very coachable. He's the kind of guy that you correct it, he fixes it.
Repetti's got a big, strong arm. He's able to look safeties off, which you don't see often, and he gets the ball he puts the ball on your chest. He makes it easy to catch, let you go up and get it.
He just puts the ball in the money, puts it where it's got to be. Really smart back there too.
He's way smarter than me. I can tell him one thing and he gets it, and he never messes it up again.
And Sarah's a dude. He plays with a lot of heart, and he's a dog. He's going to get after it right away, and he doesn't care how big, strong, fast you are. He's going to give it all he has, every play, every snap.
If I ask them what you're like between the lines, what are they going to tell me?
Brady.
Humble and hungry for success. Ocean City doesn't feature a big-time Division I college recruit on its roster. Instead, the Red Raiders count on two seasoned senior captains to provide leadership. Joe Repetti at quarterback on offense, and Jake and Sarah at linebacker on defense. Repetti threw for 20 touchdowns and ran for 7 more last season. And Sarah led the team with 90 tackles and also shared the workload at running back.
It's great. I've been playing with Joe since first grade, I believe, so it's been a few years now with Joe, and he's just definitely really developed as a really, I think, advanced next level varsity quarterback and can definitely play at the next level. He makes a lot of plays with his arm and with his legs, and he's probably the smartest guy on the offense out there, knows everything that's going on, can read defenses, so definitely a blessing to have Joe.
I'm making my decisions a lot quicker this year than I was at the beginning of last year because I already know the scheme that we have. We're returning basically everything that we did last year. And it's just the decisions are much easier to make. And I feel like I'm just more comfortable running the offense and reading defenses back there.
Now this year, when he's with all the reps he's got under his belt, he's playing faster. He's recognizing things faster, reading defenses. So it's exciting to have a kid like him back.
I'd preferably make a big throw 40, 50 yards down the field and break off a big run, but either one feels really good after that, and then it gets some momentum going and feels good for the rest of the drive.
We need 50-something guys stepping up to those positions. If you want to get seen, get on scout. Well, stats on scout there, all right? Everybody fly around the field, man. Alpha's on 3, 1, 2, 3.
It's real fun to watch him play. He gets downhill hard and makes some big hits every once in a while, and he really gets the team hyped up and ready to go and play the next play.
He can call our defenses, man. I mean, there's times where we feel like, we can just say, Jake, set the front to the alignment of the offense, and he can do it. And all the kids have so much respect for him. That's the other thing, man. He's a true team captain in the sense that that the players look up to him.
I think it's a lot of film study, honestly. I watch a lot of films and study a lot of offenses and personnel and formation, so I can know where the ball is going to be. So it makes up for my lack of size that I can get there earlier, and my instincts are better than others.
He is very cerebral, but he's the hardest working kid on our team. Nobody's going to outwork him in practice. Nobody's going to outwork him in the weight room. He's a very, very hard working individual, phenomenal in the classroom. He is what a football player should embody here at Ocean City High School, and all of our student athletes should, live up to his demeanor, his character. I mean, I love coaching him more, and I love talking to him more as a student than I do as a coach sometimes. He's just an awesome, awesome student athlete, and I'll probably coach maybe 5 kids like him in my entire career. So, I mean, it's a pleasure to have him right now. We're going to enjoy every single day we have him.
Get that, Charter.
Your watch, my watch are different. But your watch.
Yeah.
My watch is on time.
It's the only one that counts.
Well, offensive guys do that constantly. They can't tell time. You go, is 10 minutes enough? Yeah, 10 minutes is enough. Then it's practice. Now all of a sudden it's 12 minutes. Now it's 15 minutes. And they always want a last play, and they always throw some trick play in for a touchdown.
He's been the head coach for the last 5 years, but Jerry Schulte has defense in his blood.
My favorite time of practice actually is when I coach the linebackers. Other than that, I'm just like, the CEO. I just want to make sure everybody's doing what they're supposed to be doing. So that's my favorite part of practice.
During his time at Rumson-Fair Haven, the Bulldogs defense has 31 shutouts, including 2 in sectional championship games. Watching him work with the Rumson linebackers is a master class in the 4-3 scheme.
If I know if I send this guy in motion and you're going to vacate, what the hell do you think I'm going to do? I'm going to run him in motion right where you are, okay? You have to understand offensive thinking, all right? They're either blocking you or they're trying to get you out of the way. We jam up the hole and you got a pretty good running back that's good at cutback. It's the same thing. Well, who's he going to cut back to? Well, if you're over there, now all of a sudden, there's an all-star run. He's 50 yards downfield and everybody thinks he's the greatest running back in the world. All you have to do is stand here. He's not going anywhere. He pulls away from you, settle down, look for counter. Anybody, any questions? It's that simple. It's not hard.
When you have a period like that with Coach Schulte, do you kind of realize like the guy's a defensive
genius?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's kind of like the Bill Belichick of high school. But he knows a lot about defense, and he's really helped us throughout the. He's helped me throughout the years, and actually, my freshman year I didn't read offensive lineman at all, and then as soon as sophomore year came around, he finally started to get me reading the O-line, and once that happened, I started making plays and doing all the things I should have been doing.
Defense runs in the family. Jeremy Schulte transitioned into his dad's old spot as Bulldogs defensive coordinator.
2 years ago, I said to him, you ready to be the defensive coordinator? And he said, yeah. And he's doing a great job. I mean, he's doing a better job than I did. He's fantastic at it.
Keep looking at plays, keep asking questions. Ask these older guys. Ask us. Guys, we're not going to chew your head off if you ask us a good question. All right? If it's the end of October and you're asking me, hey, what do I do in base? And you're a 3-tech. It's a little tough, okay? But if we're putting new stuff in and we're going over new things and you're confused, ask. Ask now. Base arrow weak. Set. Hit. I'm proud of you guys. Let's go. 3 on 3. 1, 2, 3.
How many safeties have we got?
Quite a few.
Father and son working side by side in the family business of football.
It's just nice to be able to work with them. I mean, not every parent gets to work with their kids, and I feel very fortunate that I get to spend 2 or 3 hours a day with him. So I'm proud of him.
I know people, they may not talk to their parents for a few weeks at a clip, especially as, you get older, things get busy and start living your own life. During the season, I see him every day. Off season, I talk to him 2-3 times a week easily. And it's really awesome. It really is. It's something I'm very happy I'm able to do.
At a place where competition breeds greatness, toughness shines. On Bergen Catholic's first full day of pads, that comes to fruition.
You guys got it? Hey, no double team, no hitting in the back. You hit him in the back, just bear crawl right down there. Let's go, Mel.
You know win that, Esquire.
Okay, good job.
Now, let's try.
On the back. Let's go.
toughest players never take a rep off. Follow the example led by Ryan Butler. Butler burst onto the scene as a sophomore last year and ran for over 1,000 yards and 12 touchdowns in a breakout season. It's evident that everything he does is at 110%.
Well, everything I do, I want to, my pride's on the line. I always want to just beat the guy in front of me. So whether it's blocking, running the ball, catching the ball, I always want to beat the guy in front of me.
Yeah, I mean, he loves to play football. I think you see in practice, he finishes every run with a 40-yard burst, right? Whether he's got a 3-yard run, he's going to finish through the end zone. He takes everything personal, and it's really important to him, and he's got great leadership qualities, but he's also got an incredible amount of toughness in him.
Toughness also manifests in other ways, like the mental aspect. Just ask Jaden Gould. A torn ACL took away his sophomore season, and COVID-19 has already shortened his junior year.
I'm just grateful that we're even having a season. Some states got canceled, some states got pushed back. So, I got to take advantage of every opportunity because, you can't take this game for granted. So I saw that last year could get taken away from you at any moment. So every play you're out there, you got to play like it's your last. That's how I take it.
We were sad for 24 hours, and we basically said, it's a character-building experience, and you really find out about the people who really care about you and the people that you trust when the chips are down. And I think that Jaden took every step possible to prepare himself to be the best player he can be.
Gould is one of the most heavily recruited players in recent memory up north. 32 FBS and FCS programs have offered. He's ready to prove his worth.
I just got to prove that. I feel like I'm the best. I got to prove that obviously on the field, show everybody. But, I'm just humble about it. I don't really talk too much. I'm a kind of a quiet player. But when I get on the field, I let my game do the talking. So, we'll step on the field this year. I just want to show everybody what they missed last year.
The blue team is going to get their pants and knee pads. Tomorrow, full pads, your girdle, knee pads, shoulder pads, jersey, helmet, mouth guard.
Notre Dame closes out its first week back from the 2-week dead period with a full pad scrimmage, their first of 2020. But before the Irish can even think of strapping up, they endure an early morning workout just hours after practicing the night before. And for a team like many others with a shortened schedule, all suggestions are on the table if it means finishing perfect.
Every Saturday after the game, we get in here, 8 o'clock every Saturday after the game. This is how we come in the fourth quarter. This is why we can't be stopped. We're in here early. People are still asleep right now. I'm posting things, nobody's seeing it. They sleep. They're going to see it later, though. Come on, let's go.
That's better. That's what it should look like.
Get those hands up. Get those hands up.
Everybody else, extend your hands out towards somebody else. Gentlemen, today is the first day that we're able to do some live hitting, okay? We need to thank God for the gifts He has given us. He's given us the physical gift to be able to be out here on the football field and to compete. He's given you the emotional gift, having the emotional strength, the emotional fortitude to be out here playing football. Because as you know, everybody can't do this. This is not for everybody. God has given us a game where we're allowed to be violent, we're allowed to be aggressive, we're allowed to hit other people. For that, we have to thank Him. God has given you guys the mental ability to be here. You guys know the plays. You know what you're being asked to do. You know how to do it within the rules. You have all the tools. God has given you all the gifts. Now, your responsibility in that is to use those gifts and to demonstrate that out on the field. If this were a game, I would say if God chooses for us to be victorious, we will be thankful and humble. If He chooses that is not the case, we will learn from the experience. But either way, we will thank Him for the right and the gift to be able to play this game and be here right now. Our Lady of Victory. Pray for us. There to the goal post. Then you're going to run over to the sideline. You're going to go there to the goal post. And you're going to run over to the sideline. Somebody make clear to the goal post. Then run around the goal post. Run to the sideline. Around the goal post. Don't let him score! Don't let him score! Don't get it.
That's a TI, bro.
Everybody.
That's great defense. That's great defense. I like that. Hey, ball still on the right head.
But our trivia question to decide how much we run is going to be a social science question today.
Let's just go on the
Country
sideline.
has volunteered to answer the social science question.
He knows he's not going to get it.
He has confidence. Big country. What day is my birthday?
Which way are we lining up? Which way? Is it just the day? That way or that way?
Your birthday is today.
Today is correct.
Social distance!
6 feet! 6 feet!
High tackle! Oh no, Brink, get no more reps. Drink more logic. Drink Cleveland, drink Cleveland. Time. Whoa, whoa, whoa. We gotta get a push, let's go.
Tomorrow, man, we'll really have our first true live period, and that'll be intense, man. So we're excited for that. I'm excited to see, this is when you get to really evaluate a lot of the younger guys. I know what a lot of the older guys can do, but, let's see what the younger guys, how they react to having the pads on. So that's exciting.
The drill is called 7 shots. 7 shots. The offense is going to get the ball on the 2-point line, right? The yellow line, it's basically the 2.5-yard line. You got 7 shots, 7 plays, right? You got to score 4. All right, if the offense scores 4 times, they win the drill. If the defense holds them 4 times, they win the drill. All right, when the drill is over, all right, the losing group runs. All right, it is live to the whistle.
Let's go.
Round 1 goes to the Ocean City defense, which means a lap for the Red Raiders offense. Round 2, a much different story.
Comes off the line. Get it, Tommy! Ball! Ball! All right, go.
The energy in that drill is great. That's one of our favorites because, it's definitely different from team, period. It's really live, and it makes us compete on another level.
The OC offense takes round 2. It's a lap, followed by a lesson for the defense.
Defense, you need to shut your mouth and play football. Shut your mouth and play football, right? I don't need to hear you guys yapping every time you make a play, especially when you're dropping F-bombs, especially when you're not being appropriate, because you're going to get flagged, because that's selfish, and you're going to hurt the team when you do it, right? Shut up and play the next play. You're going to celebrate, you want to run your mouth, tell your teammate what a great job he just did, right? Love up your teammate. Love up your teammate.
I like the competitiveness. I like the speed at which we were playing. They need to understand, man, that in a game situation, you're running your mouth, you're going to get flagged for that. That's a selfish thing to do, and so it's a good learning opportunity right there. We see it now. We fix it now, and then hopefully it won't hurt us when the games get here.
You don't have anything to say to that guy across the ball until the game's over and you say nice game. And if the scoreboard lights up in our favor, that's all the talking you need to do. So do what you got to do to make the scoreboard light up in our favor.
The Cary Stadium scoreboard lights up for the first time on Friday night against Absegami. In a strange and long preseason, time was valuable but also abundant for Ocean City. Come kickoff on Friday, every minute is magnified for the Red Raiders.
Style points don't matter, right? Something Mike Tomlin says all the time. Style points don't matter. The style points that second time on offense were bad, right? But the effort was better. You pulled it together. But man, we can't give you a mulligan. You can't be getting your you know what knocked around before you wake up. You gotta be ready to go from play one.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. What was that? What play was that?
I mean, this is the moment I waited 18 years for my senior year. All the other seniors feel the same way, and all the juniors feel the same way. So we're blessed to be out here right now. I know a lot of states aren't playing right now, so we take what we get and we move on. And I'm really excited about this year. I know we can be the best team in the Shore, and I'm really confident heading into the season.
Another important stadium. Yeah.
The coaching staff is constantly teaching, and they're getting help from RFH's senior leaders.
Solo. You say get set, he gives you the shake, then you give him the fist and open it when you want the ball.
Nikki, if you want them to get down, you say get set. Set.
There you go. Nice kick. Nice kick.
S Memphis would be me going over.
Over, yeah, 6 yards or 7, and 6 to 10 yard drive.
And if I'm not tagged, then I'm going up on the under.
Yep.
That's it?
Feel like we got better, and let's bring it tomorrow, all right? Let's be leaders, field generals, all right? QBs on me. 1, 2, 3. QBs.
Because let's be honest, I mean, we have a great team. We have a lot of great players here. We don't have a whole lot of guys that, you know, are 4 or 5 star recruits. You know, I think Ryan Ruane's a 3-star, and that's one of the first ones we've had. Elijah McAllister was a 3-star. Outside of that, we just have guys that love to play football. They do the right thing. They work their butts off in the off season. And like you said, those senior guys, they know what it takes to keep that going.
The culture at Rumson is much more than football success. Hard work on the field translates to even better stats in the classroom.
Well, between freshman and sophomore year at a combined 4.88 GPA, that's weighted, unweighted at a 3.95 about.
With the season opener on the horizon, the stands won't be packed at Borden Stadium. Each player will get 2 tickets for family, and the school is doing their best to give RFH seniors 1 ticket to keep the tradition of their student section, the Dog Pound.
They're going to be right there. We're really close with each other here because it's not big schools like Toms River North, other places like that are really big, but we're a close-knit community here, and everyone,
the X factor, too.
Yeah, crowd's definitely the X factor. Everyone on the sideline's loud, and all of our friends come to support us. Works the same way. We go to support them at their games.
Hey, either run your feet or get out of the way.
Practice can be tedious, but not in 2020. Rumson-Fair Haven still wants to win and stand on top of the Shore Conference. But more important than anything else, they just want to play.
I'm just glad we're all out here together. I'm so grateful. I'm grateful I got a chance, and I'm just glad we're out here.
I think it's actually going to happen, man, isn't it?
Yeah, you know, everyone thought, you know, it wasn't going to happen. And football is, you know, mainly contact sport. It is. You know, you're always touching everything, and they always thought you're not going to play. But based off the stuff we've been doing, keeping everything sanitary, we've been doing pretty well. So, not going to lie, it's nice.
There are some who say they shouldn't play. 4 teams showed us that you can play the right way. New Jersey high school football produces future stars, future leaders, and men of character. Who better to show us how to thrive in a season unlike any other? To every player and coach who did the right thing during this tough time, thank you. Turn on the Friday night lights. Football's back.
band. Skinner! Skinner! Led Zeppelin. See, there you go. Led Zeppelin. And then some of the guys, some of the stuff they got on here, I never heard of these guys. I don't like Meek Mill. I feel like he's shouting at me all the time.
You know, we feel fortunate we were one of the teams picked to have this done, so you're all going to be movie stars pretty soon. All right? Yeah, horror movies. All right, hey, everybody got a little bit better today? That's all we need.